you really want to learn about the character of somebody, um, enter into a financial transaction with them. Loan them money, do a business deal. That's when we can really find out a lot about the character of people. That's when people can really get weird in ways that you never would have suspected. It reminds me of when I was in college the first time. When I first went to school, I decided to study architecture. And one of our early assignments was our teacher said, we need to go out in the community, find a local architect, and interview them. So we had a list of questions, and we could ask additional questions if we wanted to. So I found this fellow, this older gentleman. He'd been doing architecture in town for several decades. I think he was one of the big names in architecture in the Portland area. Now, the interview with him actually went really well until we got to one question. And the question was, what do you like least about your job? And when I asked him that, he just kind of took a pause and said, the worst part of this job is collecting money. And to me, I thought, well, wait a minute, that should be the best part of the job. But I knew what he meant. He was indicating that it can just be extremely challenging to get money out of his clients, which is unfortunate. It's just unbelievable that even at the professional level, people can be resistant to meeting their financial obligations. You enter into a business transaction and you figure, adults should be adults. What's the holdup? But you find that all through life, whether it's personal transactions with friends, family, it can be on the job and business. People get really weird about money. And sometimes people may take on the mindset that, well, even though I owe you money, I know that you already have some money, and so paying you back is not my biggest priority. And that's really a terrible mindset. I mean, if somebody has money and you owe them money, it really doesn't matter what their account status is or whether or not, they're going to be hurting without that payback. But still, you would expect people to just pay their obligations no matter what. So that's one area where we learn about the character of people is money. So if you're ever, interested in finding out about that, loan somebody some bucks, give them a deadline to pay it back, and just see how they approach it. I figure if somebody's loaning me money, I'm going to pay it back at least by the deadline, and I'm also going to make sure to thank them again for taking a chance on me financially, helping me out when I was in need, supporting me as needed. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. It's just one of the big lessons in life. Sometimes we think we know somebody, and then we do a financial transaction with them, and we find out, I didn't quite know that person just like I thought, or they're not the person that I hoped they would be.